Hey guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 68. So today we're going to talk about the difference between a NAP policy server and a bubble or burn server. So I personally have only ever been on a bubble or burn server. We have had periodic naps, and I'll tell you, everyone who has a bubble or burn server hates nap servers, like in terms of the policy, and they think it makes weak players. It makes people too complacent and forget about their bubble, and makes them weaknesses on SVS weekend because they might drop bubble and give up points. Most Continent 1 servers are bubble or burn, and then lots of the newer ones are switching to nap. I can tell you that from experience, I started on Evony 1 and there was only one server, and you joined that server and you hated everybody and you attacked everybody, and that was it. So I came into Evony with that mentality. And then all of a sudden this SVS thing came out and I was like, whoa, what? I'm supposed to be friends with people who I hated for the past 12 days, and now for 2 days I'm supposed to let bygones be bygones and we're supposed to work together. And it was so hard for me to wrap my mind around, and people would be like, no, SVS is different. No one will mess with you. Like, you're protected there. No one's going to attack you. And I couldn't get that through my mind and trust it. So it was a very hard thing to let go and think of. And now I participate in SVS sporadically. If I see something, I'll do it. I'm kind of deciding that I'm going to participate more now just because the rewards are better. And they have those tactic scrolls that I need in the military academy. That you get at K36, and also the dragon crystals to upgrade. So I'm probably going to start participating a little bit, even if it's just one hit and shield up and collect my rewards at the end, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's basically bubble or burn in a nutshell. Everybody hates each other. Everybody tries to burn each other. Everybody's searching other hives looking for a bubble drop, and if they find one, you're going to get hit very fast. People don't tend to miss those very often. My experience is basically that if your bubble's down 30 seconds, someone's seen it on bubble or burn servers because people are looking. So the pros of bubble or burn are they think it makes for a stronger SVS server, and also the greed factor, right? Hey, you get to kill people, you get to take their resources, I can grow faster, this is awesome. So big alliances, big coiners, those are the alliances that are basically going to be like, yeah, I own this place, and if you drop bubble, I'm taking it. And then there are some servers that have big coiners who say, you know what? I want good teammates on every alliance, so I'm going to treat them, I guess, differently. I don't want to say better, but it probably is better. And anyways, so we've had a nap for our last 10 days or so for this barbarian event, and we had a nap at the end of 136 when we merged to 68 and 90, and the thought there was that, hey, let's get all our stuff in order. We didn't know how hostile the merge was going to be, and we wanted to make sure that everyone was prepared and kind of friendly going into it. And it ended up being mostly peaceful. Anyways, so the thoughts on NAP servers are there's less stress, but you have to trust each other, right? So you have to trust that no one's going to take revenge. There's not going to be accidents, but you're allowed to have a bubble, so you can put it up for insurance. So we've had a nap, and I've kept my bubble up the whole time just because, hey, I know that people don't like each other. I've been in lots of alliances here, and I know people just hate each other for no real reason, just for something that happened 4 or 5 years ago, or in my server's case, 2 years ago, a year ago, and people don't forget those things. And hey, if I went to bed and woke up in the morning, I could totally see some people at night being like, hey, you know it'd be funny on Genghis's next video if he's 120 million power. I could totally see something like that happening. So of course I'm going to put it on. I just see it as insurance. Why not pay a couple bucks a week to have protection of your account? So NAP servers possibly breed complacency and weakness, right, in terms of bubble drops for SVS. And they can be boring because all you do is rally. and then kill event and SVS, right? Because some servers have a modified NAP where during kill event they get rid of it as well. And the benefit of that would be, so it's kind of like a purge. Everybody has purge before SVS, but if you don't have a purge for 2 weeks, you might kind of forget about some people who are maybe they quit, they left. So this would be kind of a once a week purge of people who quit, especially at the early stages of a server. And another thing that you'd think about, I always think about this in the game. So you've been playing with people for 3 or 4 or 5 years, and you still can't get along. Like, you'd think at that point you'd just be like, hey, look, whatever, we're in different alliances. You take a boss, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, and you can just get along. But some aren't like that, and then accidents happen. So for us, our server, our recent 10-day nap, there were a few accidents. People got hit. One of them, we have a guy who shares an account with another guy, and they both don't speak English. So one of them got the email of a nap. He didn't star it or save the message. The next guy logged in, didn't see it, boom, started attacking people with bubbles down. And then he had to repay everything. So that's just one thing that can happen. There can be miscommunication. Who knows? Maybe someone just gets upset. Hey, you stole my boss and my monster, and I'm going to go mess that guy up. And that could happen on Bubble or Burn too, but the guy would just be getting your tiles or something, right? Or stealing your bosses. So there's a greater chance for revenge on NAP servers. Personally, my thoughts, I think a NAP server is better. I would prefer a NAP server. But I don't really care. I keep my bubble up. I don't do too much. I don't really PvP that much. I mostly do Battlefield and a tad of SVS and rallies, kind of like majority of the players, I think. So for me, I would like a nap, mostly just because I don't like to see teammates get hit when they forget their bubble. So, and I just, I feel bad for them. And sometimes there's nothing you can do. They have Shajar on the wall, or they're just smaller, 150 million person, and there's a 12 million sized rally coming at them. There's not much you can do. So I would prefer a nap, and maybe even modified on some different things. But I'm on a Bubble or Burn server. I have no say in the matter, because like any server, big coiners make the rules. And big coiners tend to get together in the same alliances, so they're going to be the ones making all the rules. And I'll just say this, if you join a server and you don't like the policy, if it's Bubble or Burn or Nap, and you want the opposite, you're better off just quitting and going to a new server that has the policy you want, as opposed to trying to convince people to think your way. Because the big coiners are going to do whatever they want anyways, and your best bet is just to find groups of people who kind of think the same as you and join up with them. So that's my thoughts on these two. I can't really say which one's better or not. It all comes down to your personality and how you enjoy the game. So this is Genghis. Let me know in the comments, pros and cons. Did I miss any? Is there anything important that I left out on Naps and Bubble or Burn servers? Or which policy does your server have, and do you like it, or do you hate it? Are you stuck on a server with a policy you just resent and want the other one, and why haven't you left because of it? Anyways, let me know in the comment section, guys, or on Discord. This is Genghis server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.